Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday morning. At least it's Thursday morning here where I am. I thought I would take you along today on my day, like a little day in the life, kind of a vlog style video. I have lots of things I want to get accomplished today, including laundry. I feel like, how many of you all feel like you stay on top of your laundry? And I've had people say to me like, Brandy, do a load every day, but it just doesn't work out for me like that. And then I end up with 18 loads of laundry on the weekend, and it's all I can do to just get it out of the dryer, much less fold it and put it away. So, no baby. Baby's trying to go out the door. I was standing here at the back door because the dog, no honey, the dog had to go out, and it's a beautiful morning. I mean, the birds are chirping. It's a little bit chilly, but it's supposed to be in like the mid-70s today, and for Virginia, that's like insane in February. But I was just standing here just admiring my backyard and how beautiful it is. So, anyway, I'll give you guys a look. Look at that. Isn't it just a beautiful morning? Just love it. Anyway, so today I think some of the things that I want to get accomplished is I want to get some grains soaking. I've never made bread with soaked grains, but a friend of mine, baby is still trying to crawl out the door, a friend of mine who runs just a beautiful farm with her family, she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to nutrition and healthy living, and she talks about the importance of either fermenting your grains in the form of sourdough or soaking them. So I found a whole step-by-step tutorial on how to do that online, and I think I'm gonna get that going today because they have to soak for a day. So I'm excited about that, and I think I might do a separate like instructional video on that. And then I want to get my kombucha going, which I can do a separate video on that too. If you'd like to see how to make kombucha, let me know. And yeah, sorry y'all, trying to watch this baby. Look at him. He says, "Let me out of here. Let me out." Yeah. So that's what I have on my agenda today, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner. But should be a good day working around the house. So stay tuned and see how it goes. About clean, and this little boy is playing while Mama's working. Hi, Judah. Hi, sweet boy. Oh, but here he comes. He just wants Mama to hold him. Dada. Dada, where's Dada? Dada. Working. Nope, can't have that. That's Mommy's. This is our puppy. His name is Kai. When we got him, he had the most beautiful blue eyes. Now they're green. But we named him Kai because it means ocean in Hawaiian. But he is a pit bull and a sweetheart. We had to put our other pit bull down in November, which was really hard. He had been in the family longer than me. So anyway, it's turning out to be productive. I've got my laundry going, and the baby loves to crawl over and watch it. It's so funny. What you see, Judah? What's it doing? Huh? Yeah. my dish is done. Got some of our Juice Plus. We take this instead of vitamins. It's like whole food in a capsule. Blended fruit and vegetable juice powders in a capsule. So it actually has a nutrition label instead of a supplement label. And every day we take green and the red. So vegetables, fruits. The fruits have all those good things. And then we take the purple too, which is the Vineyard blend. So lots of different things that have tons of antioxidants. This is what I actually use instead of a prenatal vitamin. That right there, and then I also take some fish oil. And the dog got a baby spoon. But I gotta put that away because this shipment just came in. So, yes. So we're coming along. I cannot work in a dirty space. So I had to get my kitchen cleaned up so that I could start getting my grains soaking and all that good stuff. And how awesome is it that on a Thursday in the middle of February, I have my windows open. Can you see that? Yay! Ah, I love to have my windows open. I even put my back door open, which I was standing at this morning, and then I put a baby gate up so the baby couldn't go out. But nothing more that I love just being home, cleaning up with the windows open, loving my baby, and making some food for my family. It's a perfect day. We are taking a little walk. The kids are riding their bikes, pushing the baby, and we got the puppy. It's too nice of a day to stay in. No, you watch out. Don't run into the dog. Love where we live. So much land.
Well, I'm not scared. I am.
What do you think you saw?
I think I saw like a snake or something.
Oh.
But you are right. Yeah, probably snake.
All right, let's go. Guys, what do you think it is?
Copperhead.
Where? It's probably just a squirrel. Well, our walk is going well. Kids are enjoying their time on their bikes. And the baby's really enjoying himself.
Oh, watch out.
They're worried about that area because they keep hearing something in there, but I think it's just a bird or a squirrel. So, it's a fun little afternoon. Get some exercise in. I think I'm gonna make chicken noodle soup tonight. Of course, the Pioneer Woman recipe, 'cause she's my fave. So, stay tuned. Okay, change of plans. I did not realize how late it was, and I cannot make chicken noodle soup because it will take too long. You have to do a lot with this particular recipe. So, I think I'm going to save that tomorrow because I think that would actually be really good with my homemade bread that I get to make tomorrow after. Yes, you still have dance tomorrow. Well, you have to.
Can Emerson stay there with you?
She's going to come over afterward.
Huh?
She's going to come over after. So, I think I'm just going to do something easy, and I'm just going to make spaghetti and meat sauce, which I make my sauce from scratch, and it's delicious, and it really doesn't take that long. So that is the plan for tonight, and maybe a vegetable of some sort on the side. I did roasted green beans the other night in the oven, and they were so good, so I might do that again. All right, I'll keep you posted. Just doing my soaked grains, getting those ready, which I'm going to be sharing in a separate video from start to finish that, but this part is called the soaker, and then this part is called the sponge. Woo! So, if you're interested in seeing how all of that turns out, that video should be up in the next day or two. So yeah, but now I'm working on my meat sauce. I've got some grass-fed ground beef and some onions sauteing in a pan. My hand is showing a shadow. Sorry about that. Smells so good in here. Alright, so I'm ready to add my spices into my sauce. All I've added so far is 2 of the big cans of crushed tomatoes. That's another Pioneer Woman tip. That's what she uses to make a lot of her red sauces, and not only is it very economical because it's just canned crushed tomatoes, but the consistency is perfect. It's just like buying store-bought marinara. So I just added 2 cans because I wanted to have a lot of sauce. I like to have some left over just to have for like pizza sauce or whatever. And I'll show you what I add for the spices. So the first thing that I do is I add some sugar, and I have just like, you know, one of the bigger tablespoon things, and that just helps cut down on the acidity of the tomatoes, makes the sauce nice and sweet. And then I have some Himalayan sea salt, and I don't measure, I just pour. I kind of just look like, oh, that looks like a good amount, and I add it in, and then of course I taste test along the way. Some black pepper, which I don't like too much black pepper, because I also put in crushed red pepper, or I should say red pepper flakes, and I don't do very many, but I do like a little bit. We all like a little bit of spice, and that gives it a really good flavor. And then, even though I did put some diced onion in there, I just really like the flavor of onion powder. So, you see that? Add that in. Just gives it another layer of that onion flavor. And then some garlic powder. Kind of the same amount. And then a little bit of Italian seasoning. Look, I haven't even opened this one. It's a new one. Gotta get a knife. Just a little bit. I don't really want that to be the star of the show as much as the onion, garlic, and sweet tomato sauce. And that is it. I'll just let this simmer the rest of the time that I am making the noodles. But it smells so good. I'll taste it in a little bit too. Let me show you. This is the pasta that I like to use. It's actually a brown rice pasta, but it holds up really well. It holds up like regular pasta. You have to watch it when you're cooking it because it can overcook and then it's too mushy. But if you're careful when you're cooking it to not overcook it, it's perfect. So we really like that. And it's just another way that we can, it's not like we never eat regular pasta. We're not gluten-free by any means. But I do like to keep an eye on how much wheat we are consuming, like conventional wheat. So, all right, my sauce is popping and boiling, so I better turn it down. We just started using a gas stove. Never used a gas stove before, and it is.
Help me, Mom.
Yep, hold on. It's so different trying to get used to cooking with that. So, all right. So I'm getting some bread ready, and this is my mother-in-law's homemade bread. And I took it out of the freezer, and now I'm going to slice it up and probably make it into like garlic cheesy toast. But the great thing about her bread, even though she doesn't soak the grains, which I don't even know if I mentioned, I think I mentioned at some point today that I was doing a video on soaking the grains, but she adds, her bread is never the same, ever. She saves like her vegetable water, like things like if she boils anything on the stove or steams vegetables, whatever water is left over, she saves it. And she'll put avocado in her bread, or you know, that water is her liquid. She puts molasses or honey or like whatever she has on hand. So none of her breads ever taste the same, but they're always really, really good. So, and full of good stuff. So we are going to use this and make some garlic cheese bread, and then I'll put that in the oven along with the green beans that I'm gonna roast. So, and if you can hear my kids in the background, my son is really into UFC fighting, watching it, and so I think they're in there reenacting UFC. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you all how I make my green beans. And again, my kids are being crazy in the background, so I hope you can hear me. But I just went ahead and put my green beans, they're fresh cut, or fresh green beans from the produce section of the grocery store. And so I just laid them out here. You don't have to chop the ends off or anything like that. I drizzled it with olive oil, and then I'm going to add my sea salt. And again, this is the pink Himalayan sea salt. And then some black pepper. Don't worry about being precise because we're going to toss them in just a second. And then some garlic powder. And then you take my rings off because I'm going to use my hands and toss them around so they're all nice coated with the oil and the seasoning, and then kind of spread them out in a single layer, and then we're going to stick them in the oven. I've also got my garlic bread going here. So I just took the pieces of bread and laid them out. And then I just took some melted butter and I just brushed it onto the bread. And I'll put that in the oven first and let it get crispy. And then I'll add some stuff in a few minutes. All right, y'all, dinner is ready, and I'm just gonna show you the finished product. I have a little guest here.
That looks yummy.
It does look yummy. So this is our dinner. So I've got the brown rice noodles. I've got the homemade meat sauce. And then all I did after I let the bread kind of sit in the oven with the butter brushed, whoop, sorry, my camera's falling. With the butter brushed on it, I took it out when it was a little bit toasty, and then I added a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese and some shredded mozzarella. And then those are the green beans as well.
That looks, Mom, I can't wait to eat.
Yeah. So we are going to sign off for the night. Thanks for joining me today in a little day in the life video. Stay tuned if you're interested in checking out that soaked grain bread video. That should be up. I don't want to promise tomorrow just because I don't know if I can actually get it made, filmed, edit, and put up all in one day. But definitely within the next few days. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.